Yeah, I know. Pretty much, if you're anywhere in the United States, it's freezing cold right now. I'm in Georgia, and it's like in the 20s at night. And we just had like a couple of snow days. The roads were frozen over the first day after it snowed, and then it kind of cleared up. I live pretty close to where North Georgia starts, like almost right below the mountains, so luckily the roads are clear like in a day. But anyways, one of the things that happens every year is when it is just freezing cold, especially at night, there's something in your head that, like if you're trying to go to the gym, there's something in your head that always tries to come up with a good excuse of why it's not worth going. And one of those big time reasons in the winter is that it's freezing cold, especially if you're up north. Like if you're in the north, like northern United States, whatever, northern Midwest, northern West, whatever. There's just something about having to go to work, end work, eat your dinner, and then the evening rolls around and you're sitting there thinking to yourself, holy shit, I gotta go to the gym. Because if I don't go, well, I just, hey, like for me, it just had 2 days or 2 or 3 days where I didn't go because there was the snow day and the roads were iced over, and then everybody, like every business was closed for a day. And then the second day, my family was just kind of hanging out and doing stuff, and then I didn't go to the gym. And then Sunday with going to church and all sorts of other random crap. I don't end up going a lot of the time on Sundays because the gym closes early at 6. And so then Monday rolls around and I look at it and I go, holy shit, I haven't been to the gym since Thursday, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, since Thursday, when I literally usually try to go at least every weekday. And I was at home and I finished a big like experimental project today. I was doing a tech project on like an old like PGA Team Challenge arcade game, and I was doing all this like hacking shit to it and making game installation discs and working with an old ass computer from 1999 or wherever it was from, like an old DFI computer running Windows XP embedded. Huge pain in the ass, but I finally finished it. I figured it out, and now I can duplicate that process as many times as I want. Actually, I could probably make like 50 games now if I wanted to, but I mean I'd have to construct the consoles. But anyways, I got done with that. I ate dinner, was kind of wrapping shit up, and I thought to myself, oh my god, I really don't want to go to the gym right now. It's freezing cold. It's in the 20s. I gotta go out to my car. I gotta get in the seat. The car takes forever to heat up. I'm going to be freezing my ass off. The steering wheel is going to be freezing cold because I don't have a expensive car, so I don't have a heated steering wheel. And then I got to drive to the gym. I got to get out. I got to have all my crap and my gym pass and my locker lock and my water bottle. And then I got to hype myself up. I got to do the workout. I got to make sure it's extremely strenuous because the problem with lifting and trying to get big is once you get to like for me, the point that I've gotten to, I look pretty good. Most people would say that I look pretty good, but I am not satisfied with my size at all. I'm pretty sure that I borderline have body dysmorphia because I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, that's fucking pathetic. Like, I still think that I'm skinny as fuck. But what's crazy is when I was in high school, I was actually legitimately super skinny. And I think it gave me PTSD. Well, not real PTSD. You know what I mean. Like the Urban Dictionary definition of PTSD of I was super skinny all throughout middle school and high school. It affected my it affected my dating chances big time. Because, I mean, I understood too. Like, why would a attractive girl want to go out with a fucking rail thin, skinny ass dude in middle school or high school? No, they're gonna go fucking shack up with any guy that's playing on any sports team that's working out and doing fucking SARMs and steroids and getting jacked. Of course they're gonna go off with those guys. So I have like a little bit of PTSD from that time. I just absolutely despise being skinny. And the problem with lifting, especially when you're lifting and you're getting like really cut, is you kind of you start to hit a brick wall, and the brick wall that you hit, basically you realize that every workout has to be like painful and strenuous, because if it isn't, then you're just gonna get into maintenance mode. The problem with maintenance mode is if you haven't reached your goals, you're not going to hit your goals, because you're just going to maintain what you've already built up. So the issue with me is I am not happy with my size. I need to be way bigger, even though I'm extremely cut and extremely defined. Like, everything's pretty defined and pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of people that tell me, hey, I wish I was as muscular as you are, as defined as you are. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I hear what you're saying, thanks for the compliment, but I ain't big enough, dude. Definitely not big enough. But the problem is, all the workouts that I do from here on out have to be strenuous. Like, I have to literally force myself to lift heavier and heavier amounts of weight and just absolutely like start seeing stars and shit by the end of my sets. Like, fucking feeling like I'm gonna pass out. Because that's the only way to keep adding size. Literally. I mean, obviously with eating too, but I'm talking about size plus cut. Like, cut size. Not just like, you could eat a shitload of food and get fat. I'm talking about jacked, lean, big, cut, lean muscle with striations and definition. Unfortunately, you just have to lift a painful amount of weight and just put yourself into pain. And it's hard. It's hard to do that every day, and your mind's going to try to look for excuses to stop you from doing it. Like I said, like today, oh, it's freezing cold, probably don't want to go, I haven't gone in 3 days, I probably, I don't want to burn too many calories because I want to gain some more weight, yada, 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 bullshit. So, it's a huge mind game, it's a huge body game, but, I wish I had more time today in the gym. I really do. I wish I had more time. But I think I cranked out what I could. I cranked out what I could today. So I just got to keep at it. I'm not even close to my goals. I'm trying to get to 180 pounds of just jacked lean muscle, which is really hard to do. But the good news is, if you get through the pain and the horribleness of getting to that point, to like a really jacked, ripped, cut 180, then you can get almost into maintenance mode. I mean, you're still gonna have to have strenuous workouts, but once you've already built up that insane, lean, huge muscle, you don't, like, it depends on the person, right? But a lot of people, you can actually start having maintenance workouts where maybe you can do less frequency of absolutely destroying yourself, like absolutely putting yourself into horrible torture, and more maintenance workouts, and then every couple of days throw in a really hardcore strenuous one just to keep everything going, just to trick your muscles, trick your body. So that's my goal, man. I want to get to the maintenance mode. I want to get to that point where I can just do maintenance workouts like every other day or every 2 days, and then have a strenuous workout on the third day, 2 maintenance days, like that kind of thing. But I've got a bad feeling that there's a long way to go. And the other scary thing is, every single year I always think to myself, you know what, man? I'm going to get really jacked and huge in the winter and before springtime. And then once the end of spring and summer rolls around, that's when I go to the lake on the boats and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to be jacked. I'm going to get jacked and I'll look so badass. And then like, oh, I'm going to get so much attention. And then I never hit my goals. But this year is the best possible chance I have of actually hitting my goal, because I've been going to the gym very consistently for like 6 years now, or maybe like 5 years. You know, I had some break points in between, but I would say the last 2 to 3 years, I never had an extended break from the gym, which is the best that it's ever been for me. Never took more than a couple days off in the last 3 years. So I think I'm going to hit it this year. I just got to eat more. I got to keep eating more. And then hopefully, man, I just want to hit, I mean, obviously I want to try to hit 180, but even if I hit 170, I'll be happy with 170. But 180 is the goal. 180 or more. But you'll see. I guess we'll all find out, because I'm going to post the updates. I don't know. It's tough. It's really hard, especially with me trying to like transition in my life, trying to like grow businesses and find a job. And now that I got my IT degree finally, it's just absolute chaos. Yeah, we'll find out. Maddie, if you're out there, call me.